Imagine though having Alexander the Great as a roommate, man.
That'd be fucking dope.
Well,
That'd be fucking dope.
Just ask him what's so great about you, huh?
Every time it's like, ooh, look at me, I'm so great.
Do you think it would be
Fucking bullying Alexander the Great.
Just Alex, that's also a girl's name, you douchebag.
Welcome back to another Chicken Shotgun episode. Today I'm your host, Ramone. As always, I'm always the host from now on and there on after, and fuck these guys. Here we have Ramone, the hungover. We have Joe, the immortal Joe, and I have just Daniel over here.
Were you about to say the hungover?
What?
What? Huh?
Immortal hungover Joe. Yes.
Today's topic.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
行こうぜ。
So for today's topic, we have a little bit of an odd one. Immoral business practical ideas.
Ooh, this sounds
So
interesting.
basically, it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be asking you guys a few things, and you kind of have to come up with very immoral business ideas, right? And how you'd practice them. But it's not going to be just any sort of business idea. No, not just like, hey, like kill few people and sell their body parts or something.
That is
We
against
don't
the
go-
law.
That's against the law. Remember, loopholes, guys.
It doesn't matter if it's moral or not, it's against the law.
So here's
So are we
scenario.
going to do illegal or just immoral?
Here's the best part. Scenario 1. It is zombie apocalypse. Society is down. There's no government. How would you make a flourishing business in that scenario? What would you do?
Eat people.
In a zombie apocalypse.
It's zombie apocalypse. You look outside of your window, there are like zombies outside. You're like, fuck, I have to make some money anyway.
I
It's
mean,
like you're a capitalist, you're a businessman. Zombie apocalypse not gonna stop you.
I mean,
What
but
you
So
gonna
at that point, like, what the fuck's the point of money?
do? But money still
It's not like
works.
you're gonna go to
So-
a store.
But
and
money
buy
still
shit.
works. I don't know. You use fucking bottle caps or something. This is Fallout
Right,
universe.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay. So what you have to make some bucks. What you gonna do?
You gotta make fucking bucks.
You gotta make bucks.
it seems to me the number one clientele is the zombies, so you have to sell them bodies.
You sell them something. You sell something to the zombies.
So what you gonna do? Like you're gonna just you're gonna
Oh no, man! I guess
do
you
zombies
could-
have money on them?
probably
Is it
no.
ethical to kill a zombie? I don't know,
Is it?
because like it could be
I mean-
just a child, you know?
Yeah,
Because if we're talking about ethical, like it would be more like humans, because zombies, they're kind of zombies. So,
yeah, zombies are people too.
oh my god, please no, don't go to that.
Zombie rights.
There is one thing you could do. Zombies, at least the most of the time, how they're depicted is they never stop. They just keep on going until they get their source.
Mm.
So you could just make like some sort of treadmill where they're powering an
Yeah,
entire
yeah, yeah. You
system.
sell power, right? You
Yeah.
you make an energy company. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
You get the zombies to just like you can
The
get
Zombie
them all.
Incorporated.
Yeah, exactly. So you get them all to like what they used to do back in the day in the like medieval times, where they had like a cow or something, like move around in a circle to like turn
Yeah.
the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just get zombies to follow some sort of bait around the fucking thing, and then you use the power that they generate to make electricity that you can
Okay.
then sell to the people that are trying to survive.
So we're going more of a Shaun of the Dead scenario. Like in the movie, in the end, they start using zombies as like for like energy, sports. Would you make sports? Like would you make a show like you throw like 10 zombies?
Yeah, the
and see which one
entertainment.
fucking survive.
Zombie Olympics.
Zombie
Yeah, man.
Olympics. It's
You
probably
have,
gonna be
like-
better than French ones.
No, that's a great idea though, because like you can think about it, man. Like you can bring back like fucking gladiator shit. Like you just get zombies and have them like a zombie fight club,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
charge people
What's
entrance.
rule number 1 of Zombie Fight Club?
That's a great
but-
fucking idea, man.
But what would be the rules of this universe?
Like
Can
you
they expire?
I don't know. Like how zombies work a million different ways in a million different like movies and shows.
Some of them just rot away, right?
Like if you look at
Yeah.
Walking Dead, for example, those are like some unpredictable zombies. but then you can create like fighting zombies, right? Or you breed, I don't know how to, or you create somehow.
Breed zombies.
Breed
Whoa,
zombies.
bro.
No, like
that's unethical.
You get like a really muscular zombie, and then you sell that zombie to the highest bidder, so then that person can like take his zombie and fight other zombies.
Wait a minute. No.
No, that is. Why not?
Gladiator. Actually, it would be like. Do you think it would be popular? Like, but if it's like actual apocalypse, so that means that like you would have. Well, there is no whole point of underground when everything is underground, right? Like society is down, whatever. So
Underground, like literally underground?
No.
No.
At this point,
Because like at that
underground
point,
doesn't exist.
nothing fucking exists.
Yeah.
No infrastructure exists, and nothing.
But we're talking unethical, so that means that you have to.
At that point, what is ethical anymore?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
But against like humans. So what would you do?
unethical against humans.
But you're making bucks. You know what I mean?
I mean, like you could capture some humans and then sell them to.
Yeah, or
like listen, none of the like.
I mean, there is something that could be done. Like, for example, I've seen in shows. I can't remember. I can remember one of them, but I can't remember a lot of them.
Mhm.
But for example, a bunch of elitists that were already rich at the time before the whole apocalypse happened. They just grab, for example, a person and put it in a ring, and then they watch it like sort of like a gladiator fight. They watch it fight off zombies
Mhm.
and get eaten just for pleasure, just because they're
yeah,
sadistic,
like,
you know.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go unethical, that's something that's quite
Yeah.
unethical. So like a bid
Which
Or you
against
can like
survival.
fucking harvest people and then sell them as food to other people. I mean, that's
Whoa.
pretty fucking unethical.
Yeah,
I would
I
that's
say.
mean, you could harvest zombies, no?
I don't know if you can eat a zombie though. Isn't there like a fucking thing that then you turn into a zombie or some shit?
Yeah,
or no, it's the
probably.
other way around. If you get bitten, right?
Yeah, but like actually, now that I think about it, why in zombie movies they never they're like we're hungry, we need supplies, and you can just eat a zombie, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if that works though, because like most of them are like most of the storyline is like disease something. So like it's eating raw
I mean, no
meat,
disease
I
can
guess.
withstand 1,000 degrees, you know. Nutrients are nutrients, right?
Yeah, it's some of that zombie protein. You gotta get some of that zombie protein. I don't know, man. It's a bit difficult to come up with unethical things in a world which is practically entirely like where ethics don't matter anymore, and it's just survival.
Mm-hmm.
Like at that point, what is unethical?
I mean, if you make your own zombie babies inside an incubator and then start eating them, I think that's still unethical at that
yeah,
point.
that's pretty fucking unethical.
Actually, would you?
But how are you gonna make money from that? Like you're not gonna make money. You just have some food.
It's- So it's
it could-
basically-
you're
You
feeding
zombie,
me.
you put zombie
But-
babies in a microwave
but-
and then you sell them at a fucking food store to other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Being generally unethical, right? So let's see. But so basically, you would use zombies as free labor, right?
Yep.
But there is a game, I forgot what it's called. I think Rising Dead or something like that. Basically, I forgot the name of it. Was on Xbox. Where there's like a whole yard, a huge yard full of like zombies, and it's like a TV show. So this guy on a motorcycle has 2 chainsaws attached to each side, left and right, and he just goes and mows down. So you like playing multiplayer, like you're 4 guys, and then you have to kind of score points, and it's like a whole like a show. Do you think people would start converting like other people into zombies because like
I don't know. Would that make sense though? Because like for every person there's less, and for every zombie there's more. You have one less customer, one less potential customer.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much sense that would make.
So another one that I wanted to kind of would be an interesting discussion. So what would be the most unlikely and weird like historical roommate? So you could have any person in history as your roommate. You're in like let's say you're in college or something, right?
Yeah.
And this person is your roommate. Which ones would you wanna have, and which ones would you try to avoid having?
I don't know.
Oh, Stalin, because he'd want to share everything.
You sure?
Or maybe
was it
maybe
the
not have
opposite?
Stalin as a roommate.
Mm.
or Hitler. I don't think that would. I don't think that would be very fun.
No. Do you think like if you have if like a famous person like you sort of like fucking I don't know, Gandhi, right? You're like there, you're like stressing out, and he's like comes behind you, rubs your shoulder. Do not worry, brother. You're like, whoa.
Imagine though having Alexander the Great as a roommate, man.
That'd be fucking dope.
Wait,
That'd be fucking dope.
Just ask him what's so great about you, huh?
Every time it's like, ooh, look at me, I'm so great.
Do you think it would be
Fucking bullying Alexander the Great.
Just Alex, that's also a girl's name, you douchebag.
What would it be like? Kind of like funny? Do you think like you would like? Oh, it's that guy again. He's like, hey guys, look at me, I am great. It's like he microwaves a toast. Look how great this toast is, bro.
Fucking roommate with Caesar. That would be fucking funny. Hey, you want some salad?
Oh, bro, you just like you literally like you just take the piss. Like, hey, bro, have you heard that salad? He's like, not fucking again. Caesar salad isn't even like Italian. Didn't like someone in New York just made it? It's like, Caesar salad.
No, I don't even know what the fuck Caesar salad is. It's just a fucking lettuce
It's
that has a
chicken
bunch
salad,
of fucking
no?
knives in it.
Yeah, and cheese.
So it's like Mediterranean shit, and they like, Caesar salad.
I don't know, it's probably an American thing.
I don't know. I don't think it was invented in America though. In America, everything is like sort of modified, not invented. I mean, I guess there was a salad before.
I don't know.
and they
I
call
don't
it
think I've been
Caesar.
to a single restaurant where they had a Caesar salad on the menu here,
Right.
like in Europe.
Okay. I don't know.
I've never seen it. Maybe it's because I don't look at the salad section, but
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, true. Because maybe you'd find it like in a fast food chain. Maybe.
that would
Yeah.
lead me to believe that it's American.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But as well, I mean, if we're talking about like a little bit into that, like Romans, it's really weird how like I was looking a little bit history. They always had two emperors. They had like two rulers, like ruling
Yeah.
together. Maybe that's why.
Oh no, that's a bit gay.
Imagine liking women when you're a Roman.
When you bring women to your orgies, ew.
Actually, there was a story. There was this guy. I forgot his name. Probably will put the name here after I remember. Here's the thing. So basically, he was in love with a twink, and so much in love, and the other guy loved him so much as well, but he had to marry a woman for public image, and even though the emperor said that like he would still love him, what happened is he was so devastated that he killed himself, and the Roman emperor saw him like the body floating, and he got like super depressed, right? And at the very same time there was a certain revolution going on in a certain Middle East area that I'm not going to mention, but basically he went all out. He put all the legions. Like imagine like being like depressed that you get so pissed that you send all the legions there just to let out some fucking frustration.
Man, that is some frustration right there. Goddamn. I didn't know about this. I've never
There
heard
is
that.
an interesting video. There is a YouTuber that I like called Unbiased History.
I know which one you're talking about.
I don't think I've
I
seen
know
anything
which
from that guy.
moment specifically he's talking about.
You know which
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
It's a bit of a classic, but anyway, so if I this is gonna be sound fucking random. If I was a fucking alien, right?
If you were an alien.
If I was an alien, if I were an alien and you guys are tour guides,
Yeah.
or to Earth, which places would you recommend and which places would you not recommend?
Since you're an alien, I'd recommend Matap, like the landfill of junk.
No, bro.
You'd find so much
imagine
gold.
you get to tour guide an alien.
Yeah,
And you
like-
take him to a fucking techno club.
Yeah.
So this is what
Start
we do on
seeing
a
lights.
Saturday. We poison ourselves until we can't fucking walk straight. And then we listen to loud noise and dance.
Humans are very masochistic, even though
Yeah.
no,
Be
but like
fucking hilarious.
but-
Imagine some guy, like imagine time travel from like the fucking medieval times shows up and you take him to a nightclub.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
bro, start seeing Jesus.
bro.
Sometimes I
You
see
imagine that?
I see like reels or something like of a nightclub lights, crazy lasers, and I often see a comment like, "Imagine putting a medieval person here."
yeah, man. That'd be fucking amazing.
When you see those street videos, street food,
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Most of the time it's Bangladesh.
Some dude making like fucking soup with his feet and shit.
Yeah, but everyone just like everyone in the comments, like Indians were saying, that's not India, that's Bangladesh. And like every time I put a pin on a random place in India, it looks the same. It looks quite similar,
No, I think about like if there was a higher intelligence alien being that were to come here and see the world in the state that it is in right now,
Mm.
they would be very concerned, I think,
You
about
think?
the development of humans. Yeah, because we're basically just fucking unhinged monkeys that have got evolved to the point where we've created a portable fucking sun
Monkeys with
and
smartphones.
we
Yeah.
use it to fucking blow each other up.
Yeah.
But we're just fucking monkeys. Like look at what we like. Look at the modern dating ritual, right? We go to somewhere with loud music, we fucking dance, and two people dance with each other, and then that's how they find each other. And go, this is what young people do these days.
I mean,
is this not the exact same fucking thing that like birds do?
yeah. But as well, I think people have done that for a long time, even in the past, not just now.
no. My
but
point.
it
My
was
point is
different,
like,
but yeah.
this is just animal mating rituals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird now.
And at the same time, we have fucking we have technology that allows
Technology.
us to essentially just annihilate ourselves.
Technology.
It's fucked.
Probably.
It's, like if you look at it from an outside perspective, it is so fucked.
I'm
We
just
are so unhinged
But I'm just
as a
imagine-
species.
I'm just imagining like a Roman coming like now in the president,
Yes.
and he just sees a Lamborghini. And he's like, oh! Like, he'd have the same reaction we do when we see like a nice V8.
Neuron activation.
Yeah.
Like the PogChamp face.
Neuron activation.
Oh, man. But like, for example, there are like few, I guess, like you would go to like the Milan Cathedral. You're like human achievement. It took like 600 years to build. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa, to build, right? It's like 600 years, and it's quite impressive. You look at it, it's like a masterpiece. Like,
Yeah.
like creative and all that. It's like marble, and even inside seeing it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And then you show them New York,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you're like, so
listen, it has a certain fucking charm to it in a more brutalist perspective.
New York,
America,
maybe.
Hollywood romanticized it.
Yeah.
Romanticized it.
Yeah, but they did a good job because, like,
Yeah.
you think in New York, you think of like obviously what you see in fucking
New
movies,
York.
right?
I think
with the big fucking skyscrapers and
Yeah.
shit like that. It's like it's its own thing,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
It's like I don't know. It has a charm to it. I would say it's
Mhm.
very, very different from traditional architecture and like art and fucking paint on the
Yeah.
ceilings and
it's
shit
more.
like that.
It's more. I think the rest of
Still
the
something.
stuff, rather than something like Times Square, would be some other area which is
No, in
full
Times
of-
Square, it's just fucking adverts. But like,
Yeah, yeah.
putting a medieval person in Times Square.
No, but for example, I'm saying like the areas with apartments, for example, that's where it would look really depressing because the apartments took like a year to build, and then it has no
but
charm to it
it's-
at all.
What I'm talking more about these like the classic Manhattan buildings.
Yeah,
That it's a different architectural style, but they're still fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Like you
I-
look at the Chrysler building, like that's a beautiful building.
I was
Empire
one-
State Building's a beautiful building.
yeah. I was one time looking at Tucker Carlson, and he was talking about the fact that how stuff is built and how before buildings were much more beautiful because there was like a smaller community and the community was helping each other out everywhere.
Mhm.
Whereas now everything is sort of done. Mass
Yeah, I
made.
don't know, man. I think a big reason for buildings being a lot more extravagant back in the day is because they had free labor.
Yes, true.
Like now you have to pay for it, so now you have
Yeah.
to make it efficient.
Yeah. No, it's
Back
true.
in the day, they didn't do that. They just fucking stole some people and had them build shit until they died. Which I mean, yeah,
Not
beautiful buildings,
always,
but at the
no.
same time, like,
Not always. Depends on where. Like for example, in Europe, there were some areas where it would be the people themselves that had also contributed. They might have had also some slaves or someone to help them build the place, but for the most part, it was just communal and building, and it was with wood. Like
yeah,
I'm
but
talking
those
about
are more of the. Those are not like the ones where you generally look at is like, oh wow, that's an impressive building. These are
Oh,
just kind
wow.
of like the smaller buildings, which are still
Yeah,
nice, but
yeah.
they feel authentic and they're
yeah. I'm not
built
saying like
from the culture itself.
yeah. I'm not saying like the cathedrals or the
Yeah, like because the
amazing
cathedrals,
mass.
man, I guarantee you, like
Yeah.
that shit is not particularly moral in the way it was
Yeah.
constructed.
Yeah,
I guarantee it. I look at fucking pyramids, man. That's
yeah.
aliens built those.
Do you think? Yeah, I know. I did it. Do you think? But I wonder if there was maybe some law that they didn't explain. Because you know how now, for example, a government could just say like, "Hey, you have to be in this court, right, as a witness, and you have to attend it, right?"
Uh-huh.
I forgot what it is, jury duty or whatever,
Yeah.
something like that. But do you think it was the same in medieval times, where like if you're a peasant and your lord had to send at least one person that has to spend like a year or 5 years in construction, like
yeah,
every
I think
year.
it used to be like that. I think it was.
Like they
I'm
had to
not
pick.
100% sure. I'm not an expert on this shit, but somebody had explained this to me once at some. I don't know where exactly. I'm sure this happened in multiple areas and around the same time.
It's like
where
duty.
you would have a choice between either you put in. So if you live under a lord or some shit, you either put in manual labor, or you pay.
Mm.
So if you're wealthier, you can support with money, and if you don't have money, you put in manual labor. But like everybody has to contribute to whatever that lord or king wants to build.
It reminds me of when there was Tsardom, there were serfs, right? And what was it, Nicholas? Was it Nicholas, the last Tsar?
I think so,
Yes,
yeah.
for
I
example,
think
yes.
so.
Well, I think it was him. He's like, "You serfs are now free, right? So you don't have to be obliged, but you do owe shit ton of money now." It's like, you know where you're gonna pay that off. You know,
Capitalism.
It's like, I am the great, but you better pay.
Humans be humans, always.
Yeah, man.
No way around it. Oh no, man. I think like, back in the day, like that, like medieval times, that was like the time to come up with immoral business ideas. Like back in those days, like you could get away with fucking everything, and people do it nowadays. These are big fucking corporations.
I'm just imagining
that are still around.
you skipped an hour from your shift. Blasphemy! That is not the word of God. That they burn you.
Oh, but church got away with so much as well.
Oh
like,
yeah, they did.
They knew they
Yeah.
could get away with
Oh
it.
yeah, they did.
They
Fucking
did.
that whole thing where they had like fucking people pay for, what was it, for being forgiven?
Or
Like
like,
fucking
yeah.
buy forgiveness with a goddamn credit card.
it's like
capitalism.
you weren't allowed to marry your brother's widow, but then if you pay enough to the Pope, pretty please, he's like, okay, let's go. It's like, it's all right, don't worry about it. God will forgive you.
Man,
For only a small payment of $12,999, I will speak to God.
I mean, they gotta fucking support their churches somehow.
Yeah.
man, I just got back from the trip in Estonia, and there was a lot of like medieval themed things, like restaurants and events going on around. And it does make you think like how much more charmful it is in these events when in real life everyone would be like a piece of shit towards each other. It's like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I mean, everyone romanticizes this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And
fucking, medieval
it's
times.
nice when it's romanticized.
You have a fucking bard
Yeah.
playing in a goddamn thing. and
there
like-
was a part.
yeah, right. It's like, no, it's not like fucking. It's probably not how it used to be.
Yeah.
You like come up to him like, what's the year of your Lord, bitch?
I think
He's
maybe
like,
there
huh?
was only those moments after like some war was won, probably.
Yeah.
I don't
You know,
think so. I think it
celebration.
was fucking mayhem most of the time. Like, you just fucking step outside and get stabbed for no fucking
most-
reason.
No, I mean if it was just that, I don't think we would have made it to this point. You know, or those people.
I mean, the people that survived made it here.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sure there were a
yes,
lot that
exactly.
didn't.
But if it was mayhem,
Like, you
everyone would
fucking
have
get
been
a
fucked.
cold and you die.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
you just probably walk through one of those medieval villages and there's just dead people lying around. on the
yeah,
side of the road.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
fucking-
But I'm just saying that if it was only mayhem, it was a lot of mayhem, mostly mayhem, but it was only mayhem, then everyone would have been dead.
Yeah,
at
but
this
it's
point.
always like that balance, right? Like that goes throughout the ages and just has like it just wears different clothes, but it's
Yeah.
always you have one side of complete fucking mayhem and then you have civilization.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But there's always in every time period you've always got both.
Yeah,
You always
exactly.
got both. And so far up until this point, I guess civilization has prevailed.
Yeah,
But we'll see where that fucking
yeah,
goes.
yeah, yeah.
We'll see where that goes. Jesus Christ.
But to be honest, I think most of the time, like people, like peasants, like had no idea what the fuck is going on. It's not like they get like a notification on their old phone, medieval phone, like, oh, our lord has been defeated. I guess time to change the shield to this color. You know, they didn't have newsletters, nothing.
Actually, I was going to say, how long have newspapers been around? Because they've been around for a long time, like
Printing press.
Probably, yeah, since the
But
printing
they
press.
didn't. Majority people didn't even know how to read.
But
in medieval
before
days.
as well,
Yeah,
they were the
sure.
as before printing, there was also like
The
newsletters and
boards, right? You like
Yeah,
especially on
boards,
those
yeah.
days, like you have that fucking board in the middle of this town
exactly,
squares and
yeah.
shit where people put
Yeah.
stuff on.
Be me, peasant. go to 6 a.m. board meeting. Oh shit.png. New item. Defeat the witch. Me and the boys, after a few pints, go to the witch's house. Burn. Get
Fucking
rich.
witch burning. That was another insane fucking thing that they kept doing.
yeah.
It's I saw the fucking recently I read another green text. It's like
Classic.
it's like or a meme. It's like me and the boys like on our way to spread lies about my ex that she's a witch, so we can burn her. It's like, but it was easy to convince. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it
Because
was
people
really
didn't know shit. People
like,
didn't know shit.
She's got a pimple on her left cheek. Witch.
yeah.
But yeah, crazy man.
Oh, those were the fucking those were some unhinged days.
So if you had that guy's time machine, you were like which areas do you probably visit? Because there was like if you go back to medieval times, English was completely different, right?
You
Yeah,
probably
so-
couldn't communicate like at
Yeah.
fucking all. At all. I don't know if I would go back in time if I had a time machine. I would want to go forward because I'm fucking curious where the fuck we're gonna end up at.
I am curious about
Goes-
like not even that far back, you know, like the 60s, for example.
yeah, I mean, like
you
a 60s summer in America. That would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Goes
Yeah.
forward in time, fucking dies because the art is not there.
Yeah, that could happen.
Just like
That could
just like
happen.
open the door, like where's everybody? Just fucking space, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, purely as well. Like, I'd like to have been an adult in the early 2000s just to like watch concerts of bands that I like during those times. For example, or the 90s.
I was born in the
So-
wrong generation.
No, I think like for
You know?
me, the 50s and 60s, right?
Yeah.
Like that. I find that, but that's obviously through my perception because I know most of the 50s and 60s are from movies which romanticize the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But like that those areas, those times had a vibe. Like that was
Yeah,
that's some
yeah,
cool
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's some cool shit.
But like, yeah, even speaking of, then we were talking about unethical business ideas. If I mean, let's say you can go back in time, you could do something that people used to get away with. Like probably you can become like a cocaine dealer. You know what I mean? Just hoard it as much as you can. You know, while
Yeah.
it's legal. You know.
Yeah, just go back to the 1800s and just go to every pharmacy and buy all of the cocaine.
Yeah. Bury it somewhere.
Transport it back here and sell it to Pablo Escobar.
Or like do like a time capsule. If it expires, I don't know.
I don't
But-
know. Does cocaine expire?
I don't know. Let's try it out. I
You
guess
just
we have-
fucking bury some cocaine in the 1800s and you dig it up like 200 years later.
Yeah. Actually, it reminded me a bit of. There was some farmer. He was digging and he found like a barrel full of cash. That was Pablo Escobar's cash, and he just gave it all to the government.
Why would you do that?
I'm
That
not
is-
joking, millions,
No,
man.
why, man?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
No, man. At that point, you set up an LLC, you start money laundering, and then you change your identity and get the fuck out.
Or
Joe Wisdom.
or you can just maybe he found more barrels than there were. You know.
you know that. Oh, you know that fucking the thing of when the police raid a fucking house.
Or cocaine vlogs.
It's like, sir, we found 10 kilos of cocaine. Did you say we found 8 kilos of cocaine? Yes, sir, we found 5 kilos of cocaine.
Sir, we found 499 bricks of cocaine. Huh, that's an interesting number, Sergeant. With a block here. There's an actual picture of a guy with like a fucking block visible through his shirt.
Oh, man.
Okay, somewhere in South America, of course.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I'm sure they don't make a lot of money down there.
Sir. Sir, I'm high as fuck. What is it, Sergeant? You're high where?
Oh no, man. What unethical business idea could you do today?
But there is like there are
There's
plenty of them.
plenty. It's called a salary and a job.
Well, that's not unethical. That's just kind of like fucking standard. Oh no, what you can do, the when they have some political issue that is very that people have a very strong opinion about, and they go into the streets and they like rally, and you usually have people pro, people against. You could just go to like a Alibaba or some shit and just buy a bunch of like custom stickers and stuff for both sides.
Uh-huh.
And you just go to that rally and you just fucking sell those, and then you get people to fucking just like get this, show them, and then the other one sell to both sides. I mean, this is basically what the governments do when it comes to wars, right? Like always sell to both sides.
It's like
on a smaller scale. Yeah, that's true.
you go on a date with a girl, and she's like, I love and support Trump, and you're like, yeah, I'm too fucking amazing guy, and then she's like, I was testing you, I hate that guy, I'm all for Joe Biden, and you're like, fuck Trump. Did you say Joe Biden? I'm with you on that one, babe.
I love Joe Biden so much, I got his Alzheimer's.
God damn it, man.
But yeah, like regarding that, yeah, I guess they do that. But
Did you see that there was a beautiful meme that was going around some time ago where it's like you see the skyline of a city and then rockets that are going like from this side, from there or that side, and the caption was like, "My tax dollars, also my tax dollars."
It's like I seen this like some videos on YouTube about whenever military does tests and they put a number. It's like one rocket, just like 150K. Just ka-ching.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's my house, bro. That's like half of my house now. Did you say quarter of your house? Yes, 1/10 of your house. Inflation, hello.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, that shit was wild. But actually, that we were speaking about what do you call the what happened to the Seven Wonders? Was it Seven Wonders
What's Seven
of the
Wonders?
Earth? It's like Taj Mahal, one of them, right? Because I remember them being brought up a
casino?
lot in 2000s.
The casino?
The what?
The casino? The Taj Mahal?
No.
No, what? Because Trump, it's Trump's. No,
Yeah,
Taj
it's
Mahal.
Trump's casino.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that a wonder of the world?
Well, it's a wonder how it's still there after all the allegations.
Well, no, that's very simple because Trump's daddy just
Is he
keeps
gaslighting?
on
no, I
fucking
know.
carrying more money into the casino.
Is he gaslighting me or am I? Yeah,
No.
fuck you. I thought you were gaslighting me. I'm like, what? But
No, not.
no, the Wonders seven wonders.
The Wonder, seven Wonder,
Yeah.
7.
Like,
Seven.
Ancient world.
Seven deadly sins.
Do you
Like
wonder why there's 7?
Colosseum is one of them or whatever. It was all marketing scheme, in my opinion.
I don't know
Wait, the
much
7
about
wonders of
this.
the world?
Can you explain this to us?
Because the Seven Wonders is kind of like, it used to be like a big thing of like the main ones of Earth. Like one of them is pyramids,
Well, I like, yeah, the
Great Pyramids of Giza, Colossus, Rhodes, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Museum of Halicarnassus, whatever, the Temple of Artemis,
Stonehenge,
statues,
I
the use of
think.
Olympia, Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Stonehenge is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Oh, I think this more these kind of all the places where they can't really explain how people built them.
Is it? But Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they build Taj Mahal quite quickly?
What's the actual Taj Mahal? I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm really uneducated. when
Isn't
it comes
it,
to culture.
isn't
It's
it like
this-
a massive palace?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, no.
Crown of the Palace, the Taj Mahal. It's an ivory white marble mausoleum on the right bank of the river of whatever, blah 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 blah, Uttar Pradesh in India. It was commissioned in 1631 by the fifth emperor. Potato patata. It's a house of a tomb of his beloved wife. So, bro, literally just like you
Bro,
will
that's
build.
a fucking tomb,
That's yeah.
bro. That's
It also houses the tomb of Salah Jahan himself.
I aspire to be that guy.
It's like imagine like you just you know what, just and it was complete. Then it means it was completed in his lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Technically, how long did it take? Wait,
Jeez, that's fast. If a lifetime of a person, something that massive, that's fast.
It took 22 years to build. That's impressive. 22 years.
That is pretty impressive.
That's a lot of slavery, probably. as well.
Yeah, that is a lot of slavery.
You know.
you're not building that with paid labor. That is insane. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, but even now, like these days, because like you know, like in ancient Rome, they would propose these buildings, but in no way in hell would it be completed in like whoever proposed it lifetime. Usually, it took hundreds of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's impressive to see something that's done in your lifetime. So you commission it and it's done.
I think it was the same with the dome in Florence, right?
Mm.
The Medici family built that, I think, but it took like several generations to get it done.
Yeah.
Because they started out, and then it was Da Vinci that came up with the because they started building it without having a plan on how to do the like dome at the top, and then Da Vinci came along and like built the crane.
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Where we were able to build that dome.
Yeah, but like also, I forgot. It kind of slipped my mind, man. But yeah, these days, for example, why are the buildings so like minimalistic? It's just a square.
Yeah, efficiency.
Is it all just because of that? Like,
Yeah.
But sometimes you see some wild designs and they don't even look that good. For example, you know.
I mean, modernism is a fucking style of its own, right? Like if you look at any modern house, like if you go to some areas over here near the coast, the houses used to be beautiful and like, you know, with character, and now it's like a fucking concrete square with glass facade and everything, kind of just. But that's a whole different style of house.
Yeah.
It's kind of, some people like it, some people don't like it. I like it when
Like-
a house has a little bit of character.
I think it was I forgot where. I think it was in France. I think where basically there was some governmental building or some palace that was like one of those old ones, right? And basically, I think what they decided to build either over it or next to it is just like a minimalist glass square.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck is
It happens
this? You know?
often.
It's
But nowadays
like,
it happens because of efficiency. Because these the square typical fucking block houses are easier to construct. They're easier when it comes to like the management of inside the building, elevators and wiring and things like that, and generally cheaper to build. So then you don't have to worry about the fucking making it all beautiful and shit. I mean, people still do that on like the big, like the opera house in fucking Sydney, for example, where some artist like goes over the top and makes the building impressive. But most of the time when people, well, especially a corporation builds a building, they're gonna try to make it as cheap as possible and as efficient as possible.
And then the Soviet Russia. Did you say a box out of concrete?
Yeah, I
Fuck
mean, like,
glass.
fucking, look at the Russia, like the typical, even the east of Germany. Like you go to the suburbs east, they're all these like communist style social housing blocks.
If you look the Moscow Opera House, it's like a huge concrete block. The AK-47 automat Kalashnikov, the Kalashnikov group, their HQ, the building, it looks like the most dystopian shit I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, man, most of Russian architecture looks dystopian as fuck because it's just such brutalist,
except
fucking concrete
This
blocks.
looks
the Orthodox
so
churches,
fucking
though.
great, man. This looks like dystopian. Look at this, man.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's like out of
that looks like Nintendo HQ.
It looks like out of Blade Runner movie, you know.
Yeah.
I was surprised actually when I went to, because I know like most of the Eastern architecture tends to look like that. Also, again, for the sake of simplicity and efficiency, because they tried to build them for very cheap because they didn't have a lot of money because communism. But I went to Portugal, and in Portugal, there's a surprising amount of architecture which is similar to that, which is just like gray dystopian.
Portugal? You mean
Yeah.
the man?
What?
The man?
The what?
Portugal, the man? What?
What?
You know the man?
The country.
Yeah, Portugal, the man.
The man, the country.
The country, Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal, the man.
Next to Spain.
Yeah. The man. Portugal, the man. You know?
Yeah,
You know?
that's the one. I
That's
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But yeah, taking the piss out of Joe. Classic.
Always.
Classic.
That's fun shit.
Ness. Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, we conclude today's episode.
Yeah, already?
Yeah.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah,
Jesus. Goddamn.
almost.
We spoke about some immoral business ideas.
Moral Joe.
Moral Joe.
Immoral business advice from Immoral Joe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A bit of medieval history, I guess, as well.
Mm.
We went from that.
More like speculation, because I don't think
Yeah.
any of us are
True,
experts on like
Yeah.
True,
medieval
fair.
history. We're just speculating.
I
We don't
mean,
know
some
shit.
things was not speculation. It's out there. For example, how some buildings were built. You know,
Yeah.
you then have to do the math. It's like, yeah,
Architecture is interesting. Like, we should do a separate episode just about architecture. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton.
There's actually it'll be an interesting idea to compile some nice ones. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and so this guy can have a break from editing, and this guy can settle his court. He's very close. Anyway, ciao, guys. Thank you very much.
see you. Thanks for watching the video.
If you enjoy the content, consider liking the video.
Subscribe and hit that notification bell below.
Help us sustain our alcohol addiction. For every like we get on this video, we're going to take one shot and record it on video. And you can see that exclusive content on Patreon.
I ended up in the hospital last year.